DFG Science TV, the start of nature, life in an open pit mine, from a lunar landscape to an ecosystem.
Shortly after the end of construction work in the summer of 2005, we mark year zero for the creation of the Chicken Creek ecosystem, an environment that at first glance appears inhospitable to life, with no plants or animals. 4 years later, the same view over the research grounds. The surface has turned green, at first only slowly. Colonization by plants and even animals then accelerated. Now, well over 100 different species of plants live in this area, including several tree species. The step towards a forest isn't far off after all. The webcam images from 2008 through mid-2009 give a glance at the speed with which the plants spread across the area. Actually, there are a number of interesting things. It's always a pleasure to discover new details, new additions. It usually starts small, because a new plant is initially tiny. You notice it only incidentally, and then you wonder how the species found its way here. In the beginning, very specific plant species settled here, like the Canadian fleabane. Its seeds can fly and, driven by the wind, travel long distances. To determine how many and, above all, which plant species have settled in the area, numerous seed traps were set. Hidden below the ground and not visible from the air, another type of colonization is taking place that is at least just as important. We're interested above all in the subterranean organisms, animals, plants, mainly the soil animals. It starts with tiny single-cell organisms and shelled amoebas. For example, threadworms, nematodes, very small microscopic animals that are found there in very high density, and now even on the surface. They're very important for the development of the soil. Cornelia Rissmann, biologist at BTU Cottbus, is studying the colonization of young soil by various animal species and is performing experiments in order to learn how they live. Strongly magnified in this image are water bears and tiny threadworms, so-called nematodes, which are just a few millimeters long. But what do they live on? Some of them live on even smaller bacteria and fungi, others prefer algae. In addition to microorganisms and tiny soil animals, there are also very visible and even more audible newcomers. Water birds, here the plover, are clearly comfortable at the lake. Undesired visitors are forbidden access to the area. That doesn't seem to bother beetles, though. Toads, mice, and even rabbits have also moved into the area. But seemingly unlikely plants like this clover play an important role in the ecosystem. Together with bacteria, it can collect nitrogen from the air and make it usable for the plants. An important symbiosis, especially in the initial phase of an ecosystem. In secret and out of view, the plants spread below the ground. To track them, one needs to use special methods. And that's the topic of the next episode.
Visit DFG Science TV for more information. Awaken the researcher within you.